You know I'm just playing, right? I do not hate music. The truth is, I don't listen to music that much. In fact, I try to listen to music as little as possible. And we're going to talk about why that is so on this video. My name is Rob Moore, award-winning author, leadership expert, and founder of therobmoore.com. And I help people show up, step out, and shine so they can perform better and become leaders who shine. And I want to welcome you to episode number 2 of Rob Moore's Words of Wisdom series. And this whole thing about me and music came about when somebody recognized that I have my iPod in my ear pretty much all of the time. And they asked me the question of, what kind of music do I listen to? Because I never talk about it. And my immediate reaction to that question without thinking is, I don't listen to music. And when I tell people that, they look at me like I'm crazy. Because they're like, if you're listening to a freaking iPod like literally all of the time, what the world are you listening to? So they want to obviously know what I'm listening to. And I have to tell them that I listen to audiobooks. And they're like, what kind of audiobooks do you listen to? I don't get into specifics. I just say I listen to any type of audiobook that has anything that can teach me about leadership, performance, mindset, success, wealth, anything positive to make my life better. Bottom line. And that answer kind of gets them to make a little bit of sense as to why I do what I do. But that's not really the truth. The truth is, I listen to, you know what, I'm not going to go there right now. Let's back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit. Why do I not listen to music? Well, this is my personal opinion. This is my belief. You don't shoot the messenger when I tell you. I believe that there's not a lot of value in music. Now, don't get me wrong. Music is powerful. It is valuable because it makes you feel good. And we're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that on another video because that is very important. But when you're listening to a song, you're listening to the lyrics, what is it teaching you? Is it really teaching you something that's going to make you a better person? Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great songs out there. There's a lot of great artists out there. And there is a lot of music out there that is very valuable and will add value to your life. But my personal opinion, I believe that there's a very small percentage of music out there that is valuable. But this is my personal opinion. I can't really think of any song that's more powerful than a book on success, on mindset, on leadership, performance. You know, because there's certain, now don't get me wrong, when it comes to books, you kind of got the same thing going on with books that you got going on with music. There are a lot of books that are just written for entertainment. There are a lot of books that don't add value. But I'm talking about making a decision here. You know, because if you're the type of person that wants to be extremely successful, you want to change your life, you want your life to be exactly the way that you want it to be, you know, I believe that you got to make a decision. The same decision that I made. You know, I can either spend my time listening to music that just makes me feel good, or I can listen to an audio book with a purpose. Because there's a ton of books out there that do add value to your life. So I know, especially when I was growing up, listening to a lot of music. You know, I had a lot of favorite artists. I had a lot of favorite songs. And when I think back at that time, especially during those times, I remember I always listened to certain songs because I liked them. I liked how they sounded. I liked how they made me feel. But I never, ever, 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 ever listened to a song because of the lyrics, because of the story, because of the lessons in that song. It was strictly because of how it made me feel. And I believe that it's a lot more valuable to take a book that can teach you something. So that's just my personal opinion, because I want to take all of my downtime and I want to be doing one of two things as much as possible in my life. I either want to be adding value to my life, or I want to be adding value to other people's lives. And I don't see how I can do that by spending a lot of time listening to music. Now, don't get me wrong, I still listen to music here and there. I still do have my favorite artists. I still do have my favorite songs. But I treat it as strictly entertainment, and I treat myself to it here and there once in a while. That's kind of my me time stuff. But a majority of my time is all about finding information that's going to add value to my life, because the more value that I add to my life, the more value I can add to other people's lives, which is the whole purpose of creating this video, because I want to add value to your life. So that's really the reason why I don't listen to music. Just my personal opinion. I don't really know of a lot of people that have said that or think like that, but that's how I think. And what else did I want to cover on this video? So I just remembered, let's go back to where we left off before I jumped into this whole real why of I don't listen in, the whole why behind why I don't listen to music. Let's jump back. So what do I listen to more than anything else in this world, even more than audiobooks? I listen to affirmations, declarations, and goals. My personal affirmations, my personal declarations, my personal goals. I have taken the time to record affirmations in my own voice. I've taken the time to record declarations. Now, declarations and affirmations, they're kind of the same thing. So it doesn't really matter. They're like the same thing. But I also have recorded my goals. So I made this really, really unique audio track using some audio. I use a recorder, and I use some audio software on my laptop. And I created a track where I have my definite chief aim in life. So what is it that I really want out of my life more than anything else? I have that playing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again on one layer. And at the same time, I have these affirmations and declarations playing in the background. You know, and if you look in the background of this video on the wall, I have a lot of thoughts up here. These are affirmations, these are declarations. Things like, I am all wisdom. There is always a way. You know, I am magnificence. You know, I am financially free. Speaking is my life. You know, these are just affirmations and declarations, things that I want to implant in my mind and stick in my mind and just keep them in my mind running over and over and over and over and over again. So I have my chief aim playing, and then I got all these different thoughts and ideas and affirmations and declarations playing in the background. And then I also have like some music also playing like on another layer. And that has subliminal affirmations and declarations playing on that you can't even hear. You just hear music, but there are subliminals in there that you can't really hear, but your subconscious can pick them up. So I got all these empowering things being put into my mind. So because I have found that that's even more valuable than reading books. Because you're putting exactly what you want into your mind so that your mind can start to work on putting all these things into your life on autopilot, automatically. So I have that playing all of the time. So if you ever saw me on the street, if you ever bumped into me in a store and you wanted to hear what was playing in my ear, that's what you would hear. You would hear my personal voice with all these affirmations, declarations, and goals playing in the background, because I have found that this is one of the most powerful things that you can do. I've never heard of anybody doing this. I haven't heard of it. I've heard of some people like creating CDs and listening to them like once or twice a day, but I've never heard of somebody putting this stuff on an iPod in your own voice and playing it as much as possible. I listen to this stuff while I'm sleeping. I listen to it all of the time. All of the time. I told you, when I'm not listening to it is when I'm in front of the video camera or on a stage or working. That's the only time I don't have it in my ear playing. Other than that, I'm just implanting all this stuff in my mind, because that's what I want to happen in my life on autopilot. And then I still use, you know, like my car and my laptop to listen to audiobooks. Why I'm listening to all these affirmations and declarations at the same time. I found that to be extremely valuable. So that's what I'm listening to. I'm listening to my voice telling me all these things, plus audiobooks. That's what I spend 99.9% of my time doing. Because when you got this iPod in your ear, you can still do whatever you want to do. Like, I go to the movies with my son and we're watching a movie, I got this playing. And even though I'm not paying attention to it, it's still going into my mind while I'm enjoying the movie. So that's why I don't listen to music, and this is what I do spend time listening to. But this is one of the most powerful things that you can do. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. You know, so that's pretty much all we're going to talk about on this video. You know, if you like what I had to say, hit the like button. If you have a question or a comment, please go right ahead. Share this video with your friends. I look forward to talking to you again on episode number 3. Haven't decided exactly what I want to talk about yet, because there's so much I want to share with you, but I'm looking forward to the next video. Hey, my name is Rob Moore, reminding you to show up, step out, and shine. Now is your time, so make it shine. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.